You are welcome today. Our topic is on choice, the choice we make. Choice is highly important. It is vital in what we do. If we don't make a right choice, it becomes difficult to realize our dream. It's like a journey that is doomed from the beginning. So, a choice is one of the actions you need to take in order to realize your vision. Now, there are types of choices, but I'm going to focus on two choices: the internal choice and the external choice. The external choice, I call it superficial choice, but the internal choice is the vital choice that everyone needs to make. So if you fail to make the proper internal choice, all the things, the subsequent choices you'll be making in life, you will not be able to realize your vision and you won't be happy in subsequent time. So that's why it calls now for us to make the right choice, the basic right choice, the fundamental choice. That fundamental choice is like the foundation on which you're going to build other choices you're going to make, on which you're going to build your dream. And the choice has to be dependent on the vision, the direction you want to go. You must have a clear image, clear picture of where you want to go. Because look at it in a situation like that. People like Joseph, people like Jesus, people like Moses, and David, they realized that choice is highly important. So they made their choices when they were small. So choice, they made internal choices when they were small. So it's just like me and you. It is important we make that internal choice, because that internal choice is the one that guides everybody. So when you didn't get the right choice, the internal right choice, it becomes difficult to follow other things you're going to, because the right choice is the one you make personally, you make internally, because in that internal choice, that is where God lies. That is where your vision, your power lies. So if you fail to make this internal choice, the superficial choice, like the car you want to drive, the wife, the clothes you want to wear, the kind of house you want to build, these are superficial choices. So, or the school you want to go. If these choices are dependent on the internal choice, the internal choice is just the one that tells you, they carry all the weight of the whole choices. That's why most people fail to realize their vision, because they didn't make the right choice. Look at a situation where God said, obey me or you die. Do my commandments or you start perishing. When he means dying, he means you stop growth. If you fail to make the right internal choice, you stop growing. The internal choice empowers you. The internal choice gives you sense of direction. So if you don't do make the right internal choice, then the subsequent choices you will be making will be failing you, will be disappointing you, and that is why most people don't get that satisfaction, don't get that joy, don't get that power. So it's because they fail to make the right internal choice. Actually, once it comes to internal choice, it's either yes or no. God says either you follow me or you don't follow me. Once you don't follow God, you've lost the plot. Once you don't follow the choice God has made for you, after all, he says, there is life, there is death, but I ask you to choose life. It's the same way God has asked us to make a right choice. He has presented the right choice before us. It is left for us to accept that choice and move straight towards that choice. But if you make the wrong choice, or you try to disobey God, or you fail to align with the choice God has made for you, you will not realize your vision. After going thousands of miles, you need to come back to that square one to make that right choice. Look at a situation in the Bible where we had the prodigal son. The prodigal son had opportunity to make choice, but he made the wrong internal choice. The wrong internal choice is that when he broke away from the father, who was the source of energy, the source of wealth, the source of all the things that needed for growth. So immediately he made the wrong choice. he stopped growing. The wrong choice leads you to poverty. The wrong choice leads you to lack of growth. So when the prodigal son broke away from the father, he has made a wrong internal choice. What followed him was doom. So he moved away from the father, went to another city. So there he squandered the money because he had no plan, he has no clear map of where he's going. So it took him several times, several years, and several months to realize that he had made a wrong choice. And when he realized it, he started walking back towards the father to make that internal choice. So immediately he realized he has made a mistake, started moving to make internal choice, he aligned with his father and then remake a new internal choice. And the new internal choice helps him for the other subsequent and superficial choices to go through. So what I'm saying is that we shouldn't miss the internal choice. The internal choice is like where you have to depend. It's just like God. If you look at Psalm 1, it tells you about a tree planted near the stream. It produces its fruits all the season, around the clock, 24 hours, because the plant was able to lock up into the right vibration. So once we take the right internal choice, it means we've locked ourselves into the right vibration, the right frequency. People like Joseph, people like Moses, and David, they made internal choice. That internal choice means that they've locked themselves into the direction they were going. So they become very immovable. They don't waver anymore. They become resolute because they have the guidance of God. It's like they have the right map going. So that is the importance of the internal choice. But if you don't get the internal choice right, all the choices you'll be making in your life will be failures and disastrous. So that is why you need to know how to make the internal choice. Most people failed in life because they didn't make the right internal choice, which has to do with the frequency and the vibration on which they should lock up. So once you lock in that direction, you have a clear image. You have a clear picture of where you're going and keep on moving with all resoluteness, without wavering. That is why I'm saying today, you need to make the right choice. The right choice means the right internal choice, which God says, if you don't make it, you stop growing. And what does it mean? We start seeing lack of progress. We start seeing poverty. We start seeing confusion in our life because we didn't align with the right choice that has to do with our talent and our vision. So everybody has to take this internal choice serious, because if you don't take it serious, it becomes difficult for you to realize your mission. Even when you must have grown or gone too far, you still feel you have to come back. Just like Saul made a wrong internal choice. After doing other things, he has to come back to square one to make the right internal choice that made him the founder of Christianity. So internal choice means locking up into that frequency, that vibration that sets you straight to where you are going, that makes it resolute and makes it great. So internal choice is very, very important. Thank you.